Hello, I'm Ian, the Vicar of St Matthew's, and it's my privilege and joy to share a short reflection with you this week. It's a fairly cold day today, I have to say. Another one of those cold, grey days, and I find myself hankering after some of the more encouraging, bright, fresh days that we've had recently, which has given us a little bit of taste of what is to come, a taste of spring coming out of winter, and I really can't wait. I've got a beautiful load of crocuses in my front garden, which are giving me a real sense of hope. And seeing those sort of things stirred me to get out into the garden last week on my time off to do some pruning and preparing for the next season of growth. And it was really encouraging. But today is another one of those cold days, and I could do with the sunshine being out. Do you know, sometimes we struggle, don't we, with the tiredness, weariness of the winter seasons. And I know this season hasn't been any longer than any other winter, but because I think of what people are carrying in their lives and on their hearts, whether it's locally, nationally, personally, internationally, do you know, things have felt very heavy for people this winter, haven't they? There's a lot of need about, a lot of concern in our world, and a lot of anxiety, and it has felt like a long winter, and we need the season of spring, of new hope, of new life, of warmth, of refreshment, of re-engagement, of all that restores us and helps us grow again. God gave us seasons for a purpose. When he created the earth, he gave us seasons to give us time to plant and sow and to harvest, so that we could be fed and enabled. But he also gave us seasons to rest and recover. And the rhythm of God's seasons is really important. And I want to encourage you to look at those seasons in terms of your day, perhaps, or your week, or your month now. All of us need a mix of the seasons. We can't always be sowing and reaping. Sometimes we need to be hibernating and resting and recovering and restoring in those winter seasons in order to be ready to go out into the spring and the summer. So I ask you, as I ask myself freshly today, what are your rhythms of God's grace in your life that help you today? I'm going to read some verses from the Bible, very well-known verses, but I'm going to read them from two different versions. And I hope they will help you in thinking about healthy, godly rhythms to restore you, to give you rest, to enable you to recover and then be able to grow and harvest and reap again in your life. Maybe you need that today, in a day. Maybe you need it in this coming week. But let's hear what the Bible says from these two versions. Firstly, my usual version from Matthew chapter 11, verses 28. Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." The invitation to come to Jesus and find restoration in him. Now I'm going to read those same verses from Eugene Peterson's Message, the Message version of the Bible, where he writes it like this. Jesus said, "Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly." So I invite you today, this week, this month, whatever it is, to rediscover the rhythms of God's grace. What are God's seasons for you to enable you to rest, recover, restore, and restart? Let's discover the unforced rhythms of God's grace by walking with Jesus this week. God bless you.